Hello friends, happy Sunday. So today I'm not cooking. I'm going to give you a quick garden tour. So I have started gardening. I've been gardening for 30 years, but I really have started enjoying it so much more the last few years. So I'm really proud of my garden, and I just wanted to take you guys and just kind of give you a quick garden tour. So this goes up the side of my porch, and it's really a flower bed, but I have taken advantage of it, and I have got some grow bags here, and I've got lots of potatoes planted in grow bags. These are 15 and 20 pound felt grow bags, and they have white potatoes in them, and I highly recommend these felt grow bags. They do a really good job every year for me. I've got one over here that's empty, and I'm going to be planting something in it in a little while. I think I'm going to do a crookneck squash in it, summer squash. Down here I have a pollinator watering station, and it's just a shallow bowl that you put up under a saucer that goes under a clay pot. And I've got some rocks in it, and that way the bees and other pollinators can drink without drowning. Further down this same flower bed, I have some stuff over here. Oh, I need to get that up. I've got a whiskey barrel, and in my whiskey barrel I've got some thyme down here. I've got some really loud dogs. I've got some dill that has done really well this year. And over here I've got some basil, and I just was seeing on my way out here there were some bumblebees in my basil. That's why I let it go ahead and bloom. I didn't keep it cut. First of all, I think the blooms are gorgeous on this one, and the bees really love it. The pollinators do. And back here I also have some lavender growing in a pot. Seems the only way I can have any success with lavender is in a pot. And back here behind the dill is a pepper. I started so many peppers from seeds this year that I ran out of room planting them in my beds, and this one was so pretty. I just stuck it in this whiskey barrel with my herbs, and it's got a little pepper growing on it, so it's doing really good. Okay, over here is one of my first raised beds, and in this bed I've got some pole beans, and they're coming along really well. I actually grabbed a couple off of it today. This bed of pole beans kind of got a late start because I started off this year with spinach in this bed, and my spinach did so well, lasted for so long, and so when the spinach finally was finished, I went ahead and planted some pole beans in it, and so they're a little later than the others, but that'll be fine. Pole beans you can just keep planting, all beans. I also have all along the edge of it, I have these spring onions. I call them scallions. I don't know if that's right or not, but I've got lots and lots of them, and I've been pulling them and eating on them, but they're doing really well too. And then I also have some marigolds that I planted last year, and they have just reseeded and come back on their own. Last year they got to about 4 feet tall, and looks like they are again this year. In this barrel I have carrots, and I have been harvesting carrots now for over a month, maybe longer than that. I pulled a great big one today and had it with my lunch. So carrots are doing good. And over here is probably my favorite bed, and it is a hot mess, but it is tomatoes, and I have got so many tomatoes, and they've outgrown the bed, and I'm gonna have to make plans for next year so that I do a better job of trellising them. I'm gonna back up over here so the sun's not in my face, but I've got so many tomatoes, and I don't have a lot of ripe ones right now because I picked them all about 2 hours ago. I came out here and picked everything that was starting to blush. So, but I have got lots and lots and lots of the most gorgeous tomatoes. And this year I planted a lot of Amish paste tomatoes. I also planted these cherry tomatoes, and I think they're called a honeybee. and they have been producing like crazy. I've been picking tomatoes, and I mean, it's still covered in them. But these Amish paste, I will definitely be planting those again next year because they have also done so well. If you look, here's some that's, I chose not to pick these, although they're really close to being ready. But if you can see, I have tied them up. I've stuck these poles in, and I need better support. So over here in my third bed, I have one of two zucchinis that I started out with. One of them I've already pulled up. The vine borers got it. This one also has vine borers, but it's still producing, so I'm leaving it for now. And right here, I've started another batch of zucchini, and I'm trying to protect them from the vine borers. I've got insect netting over it, and hopefully that's going to help. And then I have some bush beans here, and I picked a few of those today. And then back along this back on the netting are my not black-eyed peas. I don't like black-eyed peas. I have purple hull peas, and I've got lots of them coming up, but they are just kind of getting started. And then over here in these big grow bags, I think these might be 25-gallon grow bags, I have started growing rattlesnake beans. And this is my first year of ever doing rattlesnake beans, and they are like a pinto bean. So my plan is to maybe dry them like dried beans, and we'll see. I may can some. You can do that like canned beans. So we'll see, but yeah. Okay, over here is another row of grow bags with potatoes in it. I've got 3 grow bags with sweet potatoes, and boy, the Japanese beetles are eating them up. So if it doesn't rain tonight, my plan is to spray everything, but it has rained so much. A couple more bags of regular potatoes. And then over here, I have 2 of the galvanized beds, the raised beds. Love these. I think I'm going to order another one. They're very easy to put together. It's a quick way to have a raised bed. But over here, I have pole beans galore. I mean, this mound of beans is producing like crazy. And then all along the bottom of it, I have bush beans growing. Then over here, this bed is pretty much filled with peppers. I do have some lima beans, bush limas growing in here as well, but lots and lots of the most gorgeous peppers. And I mean, I just keep picking peppers and they just keep producing. They are just doing so well. In fact, I'm gonna have to come out here and tie a couple of them up. They're leaning over. A bell pepper. I don't know if you can see it. And then these 3 barrels, I have blueberry bushes that I planted last year. Unfortunately, I didn't get any blueberries off of it this year because the birds got them before I did. Okay, one last thing I want to show you is my green stalk that I bought this year, and I have got lima beans growing in it. And they are doing really well. It's loaded. It's got lots of limas in it. And it's doing really well. I think I'm going to get a good amount of limas. I had some extra onions that I had started from seed, and I didn't have anywhere to put them, so I stuck them up here. And I don't think they're going to do well. I was just started them about 3 weeks ago. Just put them in here about 3 weeks ago. And that's a little late for onions. That's a lot late for onions. So that is my garden. I did want to show you, if you can see, it's kind of shady right now. These are some of my flowers I have up here on my deck. But yeah, that's it. That's my garden. I hope you guys have had a great weekend, and tomorrow is Happy Monday. Enjoy.